All right, we should be live. Hopefully you guys can hear me on YouTube. If you can't, let me know. If you can, welcome. Hello, YouTube. This is EMP.Money. This is our daily live AMA and Detonator rollover event, and we're happy to have all of you here. So welcome. Again, sorry about being a little bit late today. I had about 6 meetings. I've been on the phone for like the last 6 hours, literally. This morning I had an amazing AMA with a private group. Chris, I don't know if he's here in the AMA, but there's about 100 people on that call, a private investment group on Facebook. That went really, really well. So shout out to um, his group and again, Chris for putting that together. Chris has also done kind of an EMP course on his own that has been really beneficial. And yeah, that was really exciting today. I had another meeting with the Magic team. We have some exciting stuff in the works with them. And then I just got off the phone with the team. We had our weekly team meeting today, and there's a lot of awesome stuff we're working on in the background. So, yeah, we're another busy day at EMP. My co-host with the most, Bull Gates, are you there, brother?
Yeah, man. Every day here at EMP.
I
How's
love
it
it,
going today,
man.
man?
Good, brother. Good. Yes, absolutely. You haven't missed a day. I know you did an AMA earlier today as well, so you've been on the phone the majority of today as well for our European time zone, right? Were you on earlier?
Yeah, well, yep. We were kind of laughing it up with Lunas. I don't know if that's what he's going to call the segment now. So laughing it up with Lunas.
I love it. That's hilarious. Perfect. Yep, that's the name of the podcast or the the AMA, Laughing with Lunas. Perfect. So,
That's
all
right, man.
right, brother. Let me pull up Detonator and we'll get right into it here. All right, there she is. Detonator, our shining light. Um, Absolutely killing it today. We've had a major recovery on Ethereum, up about $200 over the last 24 hours, and with that, the dollar value has skyrocketed. So not only is our LP, our overall LP is pushing $20 million in our LP pool. Just take a minute to realize how amazing that is. To have 20 million in liquidity is very bullish. And now Detonator dollar values are insane. So 3.8 million dollars in the contract. That's 58,927 LP. We should see another all-time high today as we have about 5 minutes left before the rollover. Again, if you're new here, we're EMP.Money. We are an algorithmic project that is pegged to the price of Ethereum. And with the market recovering, this is why it's so powerful to have exposure to ETH. Because, again, not only are you able to earn incredible APR, but you're also still exposed to the price appreciation. So a lot of you should see a major increase in your LP dollar value today. And with that, again, we're giving away almost 40 grand today, $38,262 times two. So not only is that to the largest depositor of the day, but that's also to a random lottery winner. And again, it's a lossless lottery. You get credit for your deposit, and hopefully you're a winner. So, Bull, how are we on tickets today?
Whoop, give me 1 second here, buddy. Yeah, so 6,900 right now. Let me do a quick refresh. Right about 7,000. So it most days 1,000 tickets come in about the last 10 minutes. So that's
Nice.
the usual.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
So that's again a great sign of growth. In the contract, we have 2,777 participants, and it is still so early. We could have 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 users in Detonator eventually. So the contract balance is very healthy. Remember to again compound in the last 4 or 5 minutes here to get credit for all your tickets. And yeah, I mean, what other protocol is giving away almost 80 grand every single
None.
day? Yeah, none. Exactly, Bull,
None.
none. So, yeah, man. And I know you've seen your LP go up today in dollar value, I'm sure, brother. Right? You're seeing the fruits of your labor?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll just point out on the detonator itself, the difference in dollar value. Not that I really watch that, but I do watch it a little. Was 32,000 roughly yesterday, and the winning prize today is 38,000. So that'll show you what like a pump on ETH will do for the LP and for EMP. So
Yes,
don't
absolutely.
forget about where ETH is going to go. Don't get obsessed, with looking at the bottom. Look at where it's going to go and keep stacking your LP.
Yeah, no doubt, brother. And that's why we say, when the market is down, that's the ideal time to accumulate cheap LP. Because
Mhm.
again, it multiplies your ROI substantially when ETH goes up. Because not only are you getting, about 1% a day through Detonator, but if ETH doubles, now that cuts your ROI time from a dollar perspective in half. So that's really, really powerful. And again, one of the main reasons why um, we decided to be pegged to Ethereum. So yeah, we're killing it, guys. Again, things are looking amazing. We did have a little dip on peg today after detonator. I'll get into that a little bit, but everything is so healthy. And again, we're just delivering on every aspect we can. And we just crossed 59,000 LP, and that's without any last minute sniper. So we'll see what wins it today. But maybe we'll break 60,000 LP. That would be pretty amazing. So, all right, we have about 2 minutes left. Bull, anything else you want to add real fast?
One ticket wins. It's a lossless lottery, not an annuity. It's a game, right? And so if you're a largest sniper, make your first shot your best shot. And if you're depositing just for one ticket, make sure you're maximizing your deposit by using multiples of 0.15 LP.
Perfect. Yep, absolutely. And that is, again, like Bill said, this is a game. It's not an annuity. And it's been really amazing, the game theory behind it, and why we've seen the balance continue to grow, volume continue to come in, daily burst is at an all-time high for everyone. And again, it truly is becoming a force to be reckoned with on Binance Smart Chain, really, and DeFi in general, because we are the only person that has a detonator. It's proprietary and a very, very important part of the protocol. So, all right, here we go. 1 minute left. Good luck, everyone. If you are the winner of the lottery, we'd love to hear from you. Jump on our Telegram to celebrate with us afterwards. And again, good luck. All right, here we go. 40 seconds. All right, let's see what snipers are going to come in. Will 61 LP take it? If they do, a hell of a payday for them. All right, here we go, guys. 25 seconds. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. Good luck. 10, 9, 8,
Wow.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 61 going to take it. I think it did. Wow, let me refresh.
It did. It did.
Wow, what a payday for them. Man, that's
Holy.
amazing. Wow,
That,
congrats to that sniper. They won. They basically had a 10x on their deposit. $3,000 won 30 grand today. So wow, amazing job. Congrats to them. And that's the crazy part of Detonator. You never know. That's the beauty of our game theory. And again, you may be able to get a small snipe in that holds out, and you're handsomely rewarded for that today. So make sure you're always being competitive and competing for that top prize. But even with that, and the last minute compounds and rollovers, the prize pool is still extremely healthy. 59,370 LP. That's almost $3.9 million in the contract. So very, 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 very interesting day. So what do you think, Bull? Lucky them, huh?
Um, yeah, I don't want to call it luck because I mean the person took the opportunity, they took the chance, and
So
I keep
true.
harping on opportunity, right? Anybody with more than that that took advantage of the opportunity would have won, but that person took that opportunity and they won. So I don't, obviously I don't think it's luck. And, the person did it, and I mean they got a 12x. I mean, what more can you say? I mean that's a hell of a payday. I never advocate like the whole 10x 100x type of mentality because I think it's unhealthy for the space and the person, but it shows, like you said, uh, Detonator's a game. It is not an annuity, and like really anything can happen with a snipe. I mean, you know, 61 won it. What was it? 3 days ago, it was 866. So
Yes, exactly, brother.
anything, yeah, anything in between, right? But the only assured thing, that it is the only thing that is assured is that if you don't play or you don't put in a ticket, you're not going to have that opportunity. And so I would just encourage everybody to, beef up your farms and especially that that EMP ETH LP farm, because that's what allows you to put into Detonator and have that opportunity at life changing money. Because at the end of the day, one ticket wins, and yeah, somebody that has 50 tickets has better statistical chance. But there have been, a number of people here that have won with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 tickets deposited, and with the incredibly cheap price of LP. Let me look at that. What it is. But I mean that is an insane payday. So we're up from I think 56 yesterday at the low to 64 on the LP. So had people been looking at that opportunity, I'm just gonna harp on it a little bit here. eShares was $2,000, 2 days ago, and the LP was $56. It is now, $65 for LP, and eShares is at 1,600. So still a great opportunity to take that eShare profit and get into LP. But had you done it when eShares was at that 2,000, you would have had a little bit better in. But now still an amazing opportunity to get in because who knows if ETH rips off another 10%, yes, tomorrow, and then the next day. We don't know. Nobody knows what is going to happen, with that. But if you take that opportunity to maximize what you've built in the farm by farming eShare, and being sensible that, hey, look, eShares is up, I farmed it. It's not, I don't want to say it's free money, but it's money for your work in the system and farming. And keep in mind, don't get emotionally attached to eShare. Who knows, where it's going to go in the future. It could be, $5,000 in a month. It could be $500 tomorrow. We don't know. But the point is if you're building your LP, ETH is going to be going up in the future. And with the deepening of that liquidity pool on the EMP ETH LP, you're doing your little part to make eShare have the chance at greater value in the future. Sorry, I talked too much. But there you go.
No, that was great, Bull. I love it, man. Again, you definitely went over pretty much everything I wanted to, so that saves my
Oh,
voice. I
sorry.
appreciate it, man. But no, absolutely. And again, I know that was a great comment. I said, weren't they lucky? And Bull said, no, they're not lucky. They took the opportunity, and that's 100% true. I mean, that's the beauty of the way this is set up and the game theory behind it. As long as you're willing to take that chance, you have the opportunity to win an incredible amount of money through the contract. So again, congrats to them for winning. And if you are the lottery winner, we'd love to have you on. And we get to do it all over again tomorrow. That's the beautiful thing about Detonator. being in 24-hour cycles, the fun never ends. So, all right, guys, let me pull up my desktop and we'll get into some questions.
Just reading a trade comment here from Trader in the Telegram channel. A 435 snipe got put in, but it failed. It looks. I'm going to guess that it ran out of gas. So
Wow, there you go. So yeah, again, that's the crazy part. Not only is there game theory, with the contract itself, but now you have some some extra randomness through the Binance Smart Chain. So again, you want to always make sure that you have a large amount of gas. Set your gas limit up. Again, if you're gonna win 30 grand, you need to be willing to spend, maybe 10 or 30 bucks on a gas transaction, to guarantee that you're getting in. And sometimes you can do all the right things, and it is software, and it fails. There's nothing that you or I or anybody can do. It's just the luck of the draw in that respect. So yeah, but again, this is why it's so well designed, because not only is this promoting daily volume into the contract, but on days like this, there's some massive opportunities to be had as well, and it's why you don't want to wait till the very last minute, because then you can't submit the snipe again if it fails, or again if you wait too long, then it's applied to the next day. So it's very, very interesting, and yeah, we've created a monster, that is for sure. So, all right, awesome, Bull. So let me just do a quick update. Again, not a whole lot to go over today. Again, I've been doing a lot of talking, so I'm gonna try to keep this AMA a little bit brief. We've had some longer AMAs the last 2 days, but the UI is coming along really well. Again, we got another round of revisions. Today, Jake is working on that in the background. We're hoping another 10 days to 2 weeks before the new UI is at a point we can share it. We also have some really exciting news for Friday of this week. I don't want to spoil it quite yet, but I'll be able to start teasing it tomorrow. But it's something that all of you have been waiting for and all of you have been asking for, and we're finally ready to release it. That will be on this coming Friday. So get excited for that. And again, tomorrow's AMA, we should be able to drop the alpha. So all right, awesome. Really, again, just working in the background. We did lose Peg a little bit today, which again, I mean, it's not. I put a big post out. For those of you that didn't see it, please join our Telegram or our Discord about a little post that I did today. But being below Peg is healthy. I mean, that's the way our ecosystem heals itself, so to speak. And what I mean by that is, again, we're able to, recover. The people that have aped into e-shares and don't have the proper ratios in the farm, we have to go below peg for them to realize what they're doing. And so it's a great teaching moment for everyone. And again, we can come down, we can recover, and then we can go back up again. I know, Bull, you want to give your weather analogy? I love that.
yeah, absolutely. So we often talk about balanced portfolios in the community, and part of your portfolio really are your emotions, because you want to have those absolutely in balance, so that you're not rushing from one side of the boat to the next, creating waves for yourself. And so the weather analogy I give for the people that haven't heard this before, I said if you lived in a place where the weather was perfect every day, you wouldn't realize that it was perfect. That would just be normal. So it's a good thing in life to have ups and downs, and those things are all healthy. They're all part of a cycle, if you will. But if you yourself can learn how to manage your emotions and change those based on the situations, like you would change your clothes, right? Like on a day where it's rainy, you're going to wear a raincoat. On a day that it's cold, you wear a heavier coat. On a day where it's hot, you wear shorts. And because you know what to expect, you can manage both your expectations and your emotions and change those accordingly to the situation. But by doing that, you know, learning is the real big key in learning to, in managing your emotions and your expectations. Because if you know what's coming, you can plan accordingly. And the thing is here, like the team has always told us, been transparent and told us what's coming. Kind of AJ teases the tease a little bit, but he always tells us in advance what to expect, and that's the great thing because we can plan accordingly. And when we do that, it's healthy for the system. And if you came in a time where we were just riding that high peg wave, you're going to think, oh man, the weather is great here every day. I'm just going to stay in the boardroom. I'm just going to buy e-shares and everything is going to be great. Well, the problem that happens is when you do that, you create a false sense of like expectation in your mind of what to expect in the future. And so then you just start, getting more and more and more e-shares. And then all of a sudden, we lose peg. And then all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but gradually, eShares loses 50% of its value. And all of a sudden, you go from really high to really low because you didn't know what to expect. And the good thing about, like I said, being here is everybody's very honest. They tell you exactly what to expect, exactly how to prepare. And sometimes people don't listen, but when we do lose that peg, it stresses that importance of having that balanced portfolio of where we're farming and we're earning even when the boardroom is off, because what that allows us to do then is accumulate shares to put them in the boardroom. Once we go above peg, it allows us to strengthen the peg and then climb back up that ladder, if you will. So a little bit different than usual, but yeah.
Yeah, Bull. No, that was a good explanation for sure. And that's why again we preach and through our teaching and through our material and through the AMAs, again, not financial advice, but if you're heavily weighted into the EMP LP farms, again, we say up to 80% of your overall investment should be in the farms. And this is a prime example why. So even when we're below peg, as long as you're in the farm, you're producing e-shares no matter what happens. And I think people get, greedy and want to be in the boardroom and everybody's happy when we're printing. But if you're producing too much EMP and you have all this EMP that the only way to get rid of that EMP is to dump it, then you're not playing the game right. And again, and that doesn't not only is that not the ideal strategy for the protocol, but it's not the ideal strategy for you as the investor as well. We say it over and over again. The most greedy thing or the most money to be made is also the best strategy for the protocol. So, and when we're below peg, there is no more new EMP that is entering the ecosystem. That means that all the EMP that is out there, that's it. The inflation stops. And so what that means is if you're dumping EMP, especially while we're below peg, you are literally selling your portion of ownership in the protocol. And 9 times out of 10, you have to buy that EMP back at a higher price. So, yeah, again, this is a great learning opportunity. And if you don't understand what I'm saying or these concepts are still not really clicking, will you please reach out? We have amazing admins that are, willing to help. Don't answer DMs unless you've already spoken to that person and you have a chat history. But chat right in our main Telegram or in our Discord where everybody else can see and can learn from your conversation. And again, that's why being heavily weighted in the LP farms is the ultimate strategy. So yeah, and we're still so healthy. I mean, my God, today, we're talking about being below peg. Well, we're still at 1. We're in the Zen phase right now. So anything between 1 and 1.01 is what we call the Zen phase. And that is still extremely healthy for the protocol. And I mean, even last night, I think the lowest we went was 0.98 peg, which again is better than 90% of all the other protocols in existence. So I don't want anybody to get discouraged, and use this as a learning opportunity to set yourself up for the future. So, all right, awesome. We one more announcement too. Demi has been killing it. Demi is our social media manager and our advertising manager, and he has put together an ad campaign on Dappradar. So the Dappradar ads are now live. Make sure that you go check those out. That should bring a lot more eyeballs to our project. And those are going to run for about 2 weeks. So, Demi, are you on, brother? You want to say anything about Dappradar? I'm putting him on the spot.
Yeah, I'm on.
Oh, there he is. Demi, yeah,
So
bro. Sorry, bro. Go ahead.
it's all good. So yeah, we're gonna be on Dappradar for around 2 weeks. We have multiple ad copies, and they're gonna be doing a featured article for us.
Killer, bro. I love it. There you go, guys. So there's your answer to when marketing. So yeah, we have a substantial campaign with them, and we have about 2 or 3 others that we're working on to follow this up on other platforms. So yeah, we're again we're doing everything we can to continue to get our name out there. Again, James Pelton did some more coverage for us today. We're scheduling an AMA on his channel to talk about Impulse and some other large YouTubers. Crypto Mike, one of our team members, he's working on a new video for us in regards to Impulse, and Jonathan Seller has been continuing to promote us in his Discord and Telegram. So we're getting out there, and now it's about us trying to go after even other markets outside of DeFi, so that we're always bringing in new eyeballs, and hopefully we will be new investors. So, all right, awesome. Bull, you want to go ahead and jump into questions? I think that was it for
Yep.
announcements.
Cool. Can I mention one thing about marketing? Like when
Yes,
marketing?
yes, brother, please.
Excuse me. Thank you. So you said Demi is going to be working on Dappradar and setting up that campaign like he had mentioned. And a lot of times we hear that when marketing, right? So when this, when that, and like I like to say now, when you. But so the point here is, help these guys help us. Demi is doing macro marketing to reach, the eyeballs that come on Dappradar. Everybody can micro market EMP by, like, sharing and subscribing all the content, EMP content creators, the Medium articles, the Reddit, all of those things like that I don't need to repeat. Other people that are talking about EMP, other content creators, micro marketing, by you. So when you do that, it exposes other people to EMP, which is, in turn going to help us grow and help us all grow our bags. So don't rely always on the team guys, to do marketing, or for AJ to talk about partnerships. Everybody here can, click that mouse and, hit like, share, subscribe, all those things, post comments, positive, productive comments in other people that are talking about EMP. You can get on Reddit and talk about EMP. And that's the power of you. That's the power of that micro marketing. It's one person at a time, one platform, one little click at a time. And that's going to expose, one person, one extra person to EMP, and then another person and another person. So, don't worry about when marketing, worry about when you are going to do something.
I love it, Bull. Absolutely. And again, I mean, we have one of the most incredible communities out there, and the majority of you are doing this, which has been really helpful and why we've seen the engagement that we have. But yeah, it's just your daily reminder to, help us help you by, again, retweeting our tweets and, again, commenting on other YouTubers. Like, we'd love to have you, again, if there's a YouTuber you follow, shoot them a message or send a comment to them in the comments that says, hey, have you checked out EMP? Be respectful. Don't be too, shilly about it. Don't be obnoxious. But get their attention. And yeah, I mean, if anybody can help us put partnerships together, we're happy to give you, a bounty in that, some EMP for the help. So yeah, just again, get in touch with one of the team members or any of the official admins on Discord or Telegram. So and again, scammers have been out in droves. So there is never ever going to be a official giveaway or airdrop or um, anything like that unless we have given you multiple days to prepare for that. That it comes from us on the AMAs, my words, my mouth directly, or through any of our official social media accounts. Anything else is a scam. Even some Telegram groups have more followers than we do because they're all bots. And it can be very confusing. So remember, there's people that wake up in the morning and the only goal of theirs is to take your crypto away from you. So you have to be prepared to fight them and hold on to your crypto. And if it sounds like a scam or too good to be true, it usually is. And again, never respond to DMs or anything that says giveaway or airdrop or anything like that. I mean, we will have contests where we give away EMP, but it will be multiple day events that you can confirm in the Telegram or with any of our admins that it is legit. And it will be on all of our official social media accounts. And if you're not sure what an official account is, you can find the links on the EMP website. So at the bottom of our website is all of our official links. So yeah, anything you want to add to that, Bull? I know you guys usually talk about security in the earlier AMA.
Yeah, obviously never share your seed phrases with anybody. If anybody asks you that, that's a telltale sign they're trying to scam you. Be wary of clicking links that take you somewhere. So just be cautious. And like AJ said, there are people that wake up in the morning and that is their job is to try to take your money. And the best way to fight that is to be educated and responsible and realize like that one of the great things about crypto is that we have that responsibility for our own security, but because we have that responsibility, we have great power. Backwards of Spider-Man, but that's
Yeah.
what it is. So,
Yeah, for sure, Bill. Yeah. All right, awesome, brother. So, all right, let's take a few questions. Again, I want to keep it a little bit shorter today, but we got at least another 30 minutes. So, go ahead, bro.
cool. Yep, this is from 2DeFi. Did AJ ever make a Twitter?
I did not, man. Oh, I knew you guys were gonna hold me to that. So yeah, I literally I will do that as soon as I get off the AMA today. I know I said I was gonna, and then I went on my little trip and totally forgot. So I love it. You guys are holding me accountable. So yeah, I will announce my official Twitter tomorrow. So there you go.
Cool, man. Cool. So this is from on YouTube. Michelangelo says, most of my investments are in the nodes. Is that fine? I take the profits and put them into the first farm, which I assume he means EMP. Never the second farm. Trying to do my best to do the best things for this project.
Yeah, so I'll take it and then I'll let you follow up, Bull. But the short
Sure.
answer to that is probably not. If you are only in nodes, then you're kind of doing things backwards. So if you have enough fresh capital to pair, with what nodes are emitting, meaning again, if you make $100 a day in node emissions, and you have $100 of ETH or fresh capital that you can bring in and pair up with those nodes to go into farms, then absolutely. I mean, that nodes are very powerful in that respect because you're maximizing your LP creations. But so if you are doing it that way, then great, you're doing fine. But 9 times out of 10, people are going to nodes before they really understand the ecosystem, and now nodes are creating a bunch of EMP, and you don't know what to do with it. So again, if you have that problem, if you have more EMP than you know what to do with, then that is the number one sign that you're not allocated the way that you should be. So again, the idea is that you want to have almost 80% of your portfolio or your investment into EMP in EMP LP and farming e-shares. So that way you can take, hopefully you get $100 worth of e-share emissions, and now you sell that to ETH, and then now you can use that to pair up with your node emissions and you go back into LP. So yeah, does that help, Bull? You want to elaborate on that? Why that might not be a good idea to start?
Yep. And so I'm gonna pose a question to myself and then answer that and then answer that gentleman's question. So if you come into the system and you maybe don't know what to do, the best place always is to start with the academy and then come into the community and ask questions after that. Um, if you're still unsure, but you kind of have that itchy trigger finger, because I know people are like that. I've done that myself. Um, you really need to put your investment into like an auto vault so that the system is earning for you, and then you're getting paid to learn, as Joe likes to say, which I really like that expression. And so if you do that, it gives you the opportunity to learn, engage the community and just feel better at like you're going to have that light bulb moment at some point. And so when you have that light bulb moment, it's going to be when you realize that EMP ETH LP is really the most important part of the ecosystem, and that's where you should be putting your funds. I know nodes might look attractive because you don't really have to do a whole lot, and the APR might look more attractive. But then the problem happens is that you become, in this gentleman's case, out of balance. So what do you do? What the heck do I do? Because I think the vast majority of people here want to do what's best for the system, because what is best for the system is actually best for them, which is really, unique in crypto. And so, a lot of, a lot of people get out of balance because they might look at that number and say, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna go in there, and then they maybe have second thoughts because they want to do the right thing, but they're out of balance. And so, I would encourage this person, if at all possible, to bring in, if they have other investments, like we were talking about, if they have 4 different investments and 4 different cryptos, and one of those cryptos is bleeding out and it's getting small, and um, you're waiting and waiting and waiting for that thing to come to fruition. Because I can tell you, I have multiple projects like that myself, and maybe you need to reevaluate your whole portfolio, not just EMP. And let's just say hypothetically, you have a couple nodes, and you're spitting out 50 EMP a day. So right now that would be $25, right? And so if you can, what you would want to do is if you can bring investments from a different project that is bleeding out, um, take that and convert it and get it into the EMP ETH LP so that you can pair up e-shares, or excuse me, you can farm e-shares and then sell that into ETH, so that every day you have ETH to pair up with your EMP from your nodes. So ideally, that is the best thing you can do for the system and for yourself. If you don't have that investment out from outside, um, you're going to need to consider splitting, that EMP. And I hesitate to tell people that because, I don't really, honestly, I don't want a million people like splitting that and making the pool go wonky. But you can split that in the pool and, start building your position in the ETH EMP LP and then creating that little bit of E-share every day, selling that into ETH, and then pairing that back up with the production from your nodes. Because the reality is, when you buy that node, if the node is all you have, you're going to have that a feeling of being unbalanced for 400 days or however long that node takes to reach the end of its life. And certainly, we want people to feel comfortable here and know what the best strategy is. And, we want to have people feel good, that they're getting the best advice and being here. So like, best advice, if you can, bring in outside funds from a different project, pop it into that EMP ETH LP, earn E-share, sell that E-share for ETH, pair it up with what you have coming from the node. So hopefully that helps.
Yeah, absolutely, Bill. That was a great explanation. And, the telltale sign is, again, if you have all this EMP that you don't know what to do with, that is the number one factor of, being imbalanced. And once you are in balance, meaning, you're producing enough shares to pair with your EMP from your nodes, it's magical. Like, yeah, and a lot of people, all of our OGs can tell you, like, that is like the ultimate what we call the money making loop, where again, you're building your position, you're not having to bring in new capital, it's really healthy for the protocol, and you're stacking Ethereum and EMP in the LPs. So it's a win-win-win for everybody. So definitely try to get to the infinite money loop ratio, where again your EMP that you're minting is matched to the amount of E-shares, in dollar value at least, that you're producing, and then you can keep it going, indefinitely. So yeah, really, really important. And again, that's why we like going below peg, so that people realize this, because there's a lot of investors that don't join our Telegram or don't join the Discord or the YouTube. And so when they see the boardroom turn off, then hopefully that will help them learn and make adjustments on what is happening, because no matter what, the farm is always producing 24/7, no matter what the market conditions or peg is at. So, yeah, really important concepts. So, all right, go ahead, Bill. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, man. I just want to point out one thing about the EMP LP farm. Something, that people, I don't think people have mentioned or maybe think about, is that it is true the APR looks lower in there, but because it's producing E-shares which are volatile, you can hold on to those E-shares, by putting them in the boardroom or just holding them in your wallet and waiting for that price to appreciate so that it's more.
Yes.
Now, technically, like I said, the APR, it looks like it's producing, just say hypothetically, you produced, point one E-share, in a week or something, in your farm. And, the price of when you did that of E-share was $600. Well, if you were a person who was diligent and consistent and took the time, to kind of look at where you thought E-shares was going to go, and you hodled that E-share a little bit, or you had it in the boardroom, whatever, that E-share that got produced, when the APR was say 0.4, 0.4% daily, and you, like I said, you produced 0.1 and E-share was at 600. Well, when if you produced it in a scenario like that and E-share is now 2,000, or what is it, 1,800 or 1,600, 1,659, that APR it looks a lot better if you calculate it in reverse, based on the time of what you had in the farm and what the units that it produced, and then now how much it's worth. So that's where the APR in the EMP ETH LP looks a little bit unattractive, but because it's incredibly stable because of the the pairing, you're not going to have to suffer impermanent loss if you needed to take that EMP ETH and split it. But it's producing eShare, which is that volatile asset, which, in turn, could be, it's 1657 right now. It could be $2,500 tomorrow. So that APR, that daily interest in the farm, is actually more attractive than it looks.
Yeah, absolutely, Bill. And there's three more things I wanted to mention really fast. So one thing about nodes that doesn't get talked about a lot is the APR on nodes is actually a variable based on how high above or below we are to peg. So that's another really unique aspect to nodes that no other protocol or node project has implemented. And so really, again, if you're only in nodes and you're just dumping EMP, outright, you're lowering peg, and then you're in turn lowering the APR on nodes. So the higher we are above peg, the better return you get on nodes to begin with. So that's a really important concept that again is further incentive to do the right thing. And then one more thing I want to say was there was some talk about breaking your LP and then using that Ethereum to buy more EMP to help with the peg. And really, that is not an ideal strategy that we would recommend. Again, if we were in more of an emergency situation or we were really low below peg, substantially, or in the beginning of our protocol when we had 1/10 of the liquidity that we have now, that was a viable strategy to do. But right now, liquidity is king, and so I would not suggest breaking your LP to be able to buy EMP. Again, I would use, like Bill said, maybe a project that is under delivering for you, or you're able to bring over some fresh capital to go and buy EMP off the market. Because when we're below peg, there's two things that bring us back above peg, and it's really, really simple, and that is buying EMP will boost peg, and not selling EMP will boost peg. So those are the two things that you can do to help us go back above peg. When the ecosystem is recovered and ready to have it happen. So yeah, does that help, Bull?
Yep. And no matter how small you think your bag is, the chances are that a lot of people are thinking the exact same thing as you. So the best thing to do, is to be responsible and be selfish and look for those long-term profits.
Absolutely, brother. All right, we have a few more questions. Go ahead, man.
Yep, Defi Down Under has got his hand raised. Unmuting you now, sir.
G'day, guys. How are you? G'day, AJ.
Hey,
G'day, Paul
Defi Down
Gates.
Under. How are you, brother?
Yeah, good, mate. Good. Hey, I just want to say I love your project. I've been in the project since the start, and I think I jumped into the Detonator from the beginning with 50 LP, and I've just been compounding, and I think I'm up to 150 LP now with just compounding. It's absolutely fantastic.
Hell yeah.
But today, I actually won the lottery. I can't believe it.
What?
I can't believe it.
Hell yeah.
I never win anything, so I am just over the moon.
Wow.
And I only had 8 tickets. So, it doesn't matter how many tickets, as long as you're in, it only takes one to win. I'm just over the moon, guys.
Wow, brother.
I think
yeah.
This project is, who gives away, I think it was about 70,000 today, the project, gave away. Who does that in DeFi? No one. So, I think I'm just so grateful to be a part of the team, and sorry, not the team, the project, and yeah, it's. I just wanted to, tell everyone out there, all you need is one ticket. One ticket. I can't believe it. I only had 8 tickets. Amazing.
Wow,
But
brother.
yeah, thanks, guys. I really appreciate whatever you do, and yeah, it's a fantastic project. Thanks, guys.
Yes, brother. Oh my God, you're more than welcome. That is amazing. Again, man, what a testimonial. And congrats, brother. I'm so happy for you. I know, it's been life-changing money for a lot of people, and you heard it right there. I mean, it only takes, one ticket. Again, I think a lot of people say, the Detonator is a whales game, but really, those whales are only here to help, all of us realize the profits, and really by giving away the same amount to the larger snipers that we do to the random lottery, we reward the little guys just as much. So, yeah, brother, I'm really happy for you, and congrats, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, and exactly, and it's excellent game th theory, I think, where it's I really can't see this ending anytime. So this could go on for years and years, with the way the game theory encourages people to, um, participate with that chance of really boosting your account. I think it's such a fantastic, well designed project, and yeah, good on you guys for actually creating it. I think you guys are the leaders. There's no one else out there that is doing it. So, and I can see why you want to keep it under wraps because um, you definitely want to be the first movers in the market with this type of project. So, congratulations to you guys as well. Well done. Especially you, AJ. I think you're fantastic. And the way you get on every day. I mean, I'm on every day, but I'm working. So in Australia, it's in the morning here, so I'm usually working, so I'm pretty quiet. But um, the way you get on every morning is I think it instills trust as well. Trust in the project and trust in the team. So again, congratulations and well done.
Thank you, brother. Absolutely, yes. Shout out to all of our Aussies down under, and yeah, brother. No, absolutely. I mean, I get on every day because of exactly how what just happened. I mean, the fact that we're able to give financial opportunity to people through code on the internet is just really really special, and that's why I wanted to spearhead this again, putting together an amazing team. I mean, Detonator is Jake's baby. He created this from the ground up, with his bare hands, through writing the code. And, the rest of our team has been incredible and supportive. And, our team got us to where we are, but now it's the army and the rest of our community that will get us to the next level and to be $1 billion project in regards to the TVL, and I truly believe that in my heart. So yeah, brother, happy to have you, and again, congrats, really amazing. And now it's up to you to use those winnings for good. I know, again, if you're compounding, you already know how to play the game. Continue to build those tickets, and once a week or you can claim that LP and put it into the farm or put it into one of the auto vaults to again continue earning e-shares. And again, brother, I know you probably know all that, but yeah, we're excited for you. And again, congrats.
Thank you. Thanks so much, guys.
DeFi Down Under, could I ask you one question?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
All right, bro. How long did it take you to realize, like, when you looked at your screen? Because I've talked to a lot of lottery winners, and it's almost always the same story.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I really, because it takes a little while to obviously on the blockchain, it takes a little bit,
Yep.
bit of time for it to come through, but I actually couldn't believe it. I'm going, really? And it comes, yeah, and then it's just, to see those figures just go woo. Oh, it's just like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I won.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so it's disbelief, but then it's thrill afterwards. So it's yeah, and again, I only had 8 tickets, so every day I think because the LP's gone down, so I used to get 7 tickets every day, but now because the prices have changed, that now I get 8 tickets, but and I thought, I'm never going to win. These guys
Mhm.
getting 50 tickets, but all it takes is one. And I know you preach that, Bill Gates. So it's something that people need to take on board. It
Mhm.
really all it takes is one. So
Yeah.
I'm thrilled. Thanks, guys.
Awesome, bro. Yeah, very happy for you. I mean, that it's life-changing money. I don't care who it is. If you got $100 in the bank or $1 million, it's still life-changing money. So congrats.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, guys.
Amazing. Good deal. I got a major smile on my face after that one. I love celebrating with all
Yep.
you guys. So, all right, Bill, we got time for one or two more questions. Any other?
Hey, AJ,
Yeah,
AJ,
hey, Jesse. There he is. What's up, brother? How are you?
AJ, what's up, man?
I'm doing
What's
good,
going
bro.
on? What's going on?
Yeah,
I'm gonna give a little financial advice.
all right, let's hear it, bro. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give a little financial advice. So the people that are in the ready, people that are in Detonator that are interested in getting into nodes and want to interested in a way to responsibly get into nodes. What you do is you take your profits from Detonator, your once a week or twice a week profit, and take that straight into the farm. And then when you take that into the farm, what you want to do is to make sure that you have the right ratio between your node and your EMP ETH farm. You're going to grow that EMP ETH farm until it's about quadruple the price of the node you're interested in buying. So when you turn around and liquidate 25% of that and then turn that Ethereum, split that LP, turn that Ethereum into EMP, that'll be able to purchase the node that you're looking to purchase. And then the rest of the LP you leave in the farm will be enough E-share to pair with roughly about to pair what's coming out of that EMP out of your node daily for you to create more LP to bring back into the farm and then, to do or bring it back into the detonator. But that's a way to build yourself responsibly into nodes. If you're interested in going responsibly into nodes, that's my financial advice, to bring it from the detonator to you grow the EMP ETH farm until about quadruple the price of the node you're interested in buying. And it's important that you do it that way because you want to make sure that you're producing enough E-share to pair with the EMP that's going to come out of that node. But it fluctuates, so it's never going to be exact. But that's just a rough rule of thumb. And that's my financial advice, AJ.
I love
for
it.
DeFi dinner time.
That is, brother, DeFi dinner time, and that is financial advice.
That's
Hell
financial
yeah.
advice. Responsible way to go into nodes from the detonator.
Yeah. No doubt, brother. We always appreciate your hype, and thanks for jumping on and again sharing what's best for the protocol and what's best for you as the investor. Again, I
Yeah,
can't.
you're selfish.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
What's selfishly, what you do selfishly is what's best for the protocol. So
Yeah.
be selfish and do what's best for you. Don't sell the boat to buy fish.
There you go. I love it. Perfect. We're full of analogies
I
over
like you,
here.
you,
Yeah.
AJ Bull.
Yeah.
Love the whole community.
Love you too, bro.
And be responsible with the EMP.
Boom. There you have it. All right, Jesse. Take it easy, bro. We'll have you back tomorrow, man. I know you always show up, so we appreciate you, bro. And you heard it first, guys. Don't sell the boat to buy fish. I love that. So absolutely. All right, Bull. What else we got, brother? We got more questions?
Maybe a question from me. And I just see somebody had a little bit of an issue zapping into the detonator. Is there a chance you could explain that a bit?
Yeah, so I think I saw it on YouTube. So yeah, I
Yep.
mean there should not be a problem. But you have to remember that if you're zapping into the detonator from the actual detonator page, it's actually 2 transactions. So sometimes what happens is that the first transaction is to actually zap in, which converts whatever token that you choose into the LP itself, and then there should be another pop-up on your MetaMask that is a second transaction to actually deposit into Detonator. So remember that there are 2. If one of those, sometimes that second pop-up doesn't go through or the transaction fails, and if that's the case, then the LP is actually in your wallet still. So nothing happened to it. It's in your wallet. So again, if you're having a hard time, send me a DM or send one of the admins a DM, and they can look on chain for you and find where the LP went. But 9 times out of 10, it's in your wallet and you just don't realize it. So, and again, don't ever send a seed phrase or a password or take a screenshot or anything like that. We're able to, again, just from your wallet address, we're able to look into it for you. So that's all that we need. So, all right, go ahead, Bull. Yeah, does that help? Does that answer
Yep,
it?
that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep, perfect, man. I think that's it for questions. You said you wanted to kind of keep it short. There's nothing in the Discord section or on YouTube or in the Telegram. So I think we're good for tonight.
All right, brother.
Unless
Yeah.
anyone's got their hand
Yeah.
raised. Let me
Yeah.
check
No.
real quick.
Yeah. Check one more time. Again, I can do 1 or 2 more. I just wanted to keep it a little bit short today. I've been on the phone all day, and I need to have a cocktail. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to shout out AJ for working so damn hard for the community and for all of us. Like, you worked so hard, and you seem to be the Energizer Bunny who never stops.
Oh, right on,
And
LA.
and you literally always have the same exact amount of enthusiasm, no matter how many hours in a row you've been working. So thank you so much for all that you do for all of us.
Oh, thanks, LA, no doubt, and that means even more coming from you. I mean, again, LA's been killing it behind the scenes, through our merch and through our Medium articles and time stamping, and now helping me work on our Impulse docs, and that's a great segue. So, thanks, LA. We again, I know a lot of you asked for kind of a white paper on Impulse, and we will have that ready by hopefully Friday. I'm going through it with LA now. And it'll be just like with EMP, where there's a docs section. It'll be a very in-depth explanation on what we're thinking with IMP or Impulse. And again, all of that is subject to change. But that's the last variable that we have to do for Impulse before we wait for mainnet to launch. So yeah, thanks, LA. I'm happy to do it. You guys keep me going. Again, the lottery winner today, Defi Down Under. It's stuff like that that keeps me going. And again, on track to build this into $1 billion project. So thanks, LA. All right, is that it, Bull? Anything else?
I think we're good, AJ. Take a rest. I mean, like you said, you've been busy. You've been working hard all day. We need you to fresh tomorrow. So, take some time off, have that cocktail, spend some time with your family.
Thanks, brother. Yep, will do. I'm gonna go spend some time with my son, have a little scotch, and I'll relax for the night, and we'll do it all over again tomorrow. I have a very important meeting tomorrow that I can't wait to tell you all about. I've teased it on a few AMAs. We are hopefully going to be working with a top 25 crypto project, and I have another conference call with them tomorrow, so that's really exciting. And yeah, we have so much in the works. Again, I wish I could spend the whole AMA just talking about what we have in the works, but unfortunately, I want to make sure that things are 100% solidified before I bring it public. I think that's just a very responsible thing to do. I'm not into, under promising, or over promising and under delivering. And I want to make sure that, again, when we say something is going to happen, that it's actually going to happen. So just know that we have a lot in the works. And if you guys even knew about half of it, you'd be even more bullish than you already are. So, all right, awesome, Bull. Thank you again for being my co-host with the most. Love you, brother, and you make it
Love you.
easy for me to keep going, man. So, all right, everyone, we'll do it all over again tomorrow, and we appreciate all of you. So, good night, good day. See you tomorrow.